If you're a veteran, paradise looks good on you, baby. This is going to be a video series that's going to cover what you want and need to know as a veteran moving abroad to get yourself all the way from point A to point B to a higher quality life at a lower cost and a fresh start in another country. To hopefully a life that's more peaceful, more fun, and happier. I'm doing this because we can't really ignore certain things. We can't ignore that there's a serious cost of living crisis in the United States that affects veterans, especially those on fixed income, a lot. We can't ignore that 20 veterans still kill themselves every day. And things like political division have gotten wildly out of control. A lot of us don't want to live in a country that feels like it's constantly at war with itself. This is going to be a series of videos explaining the logistics, step-by-step process, and help you explore the idea of moving and living abroad as a United States veteran. Moving abroad is not for everybody, but the military isn't for everybody either. I'm doing this, and I got into it because of what moving abroad did for me and my own personal mental health. A lot of veterans in the United States are struggling, and a lot of veterans here in Dominican Republic are thriving. The series is going to somewhat follow the book, Veterans in Paradise, which is available on Amazon. But because my mission is to help veterans, I will send you the digital copy for free. Just send me email or a DM on Instagram or TikTok, because I'm the only veteran that does what I do. There's no other books out there for veterans moving abroad. So this is the intro video, so I can explain the purpose of the series. It is my intention to keep the videos informative, to the point, and informal. There's a good chance, a very good chance, I will be cursing and talking shit. But if you're a veteran, I am confident you can handle it. I'll explain who I am a little bit so you know who I am and where I'm coming from. I am a veteran, obviously. I have struggled with PTSD, transitioning out of the military, adjusting to civilian life. I've struggled with relationships, finances, addictions. I don't know. So the military doesn't take it easy on the body, mind, or the soul. But I did discover a lot of healing living abroad because it was such a dramatic shift of environment. And your environment plays a lot into your mental health. I will do a video in the future about the mental health aspects of moving abroad and how I think it can be very beneficial for veterans in another video. As far as my military career, I was an infantry guy in the Army. I medically retired as a staff sergeant. I did 2 deployments to Afghanistan with the 101st, which you can see on my mural behind me. And then I did a stint recruiting before retiring. After the military, this is when I feel like I really started serving and really started helping fellow veterans. I wrote my first book, Combat to College, a guide for student veterans, because higher education is a lot of times the first stop for veterans when we get out of the military, and our success or failure there can have an enormous impact on the rest of our lives. I ended up going to Harvard and even speaking to Congress as a legislative fellow for the VFW and Student Veterans of America. That experience was life-changing for me because I realized a lot of the people that we elect don't give a fuck about veterans, and that adjusted the trajectory of my life because I abandoned kind of working within the system to help veterans, which is a little broken, and got so far outside the system, now I'm in the jungle in the Dominican Republic. Then I wrote 365 Days of Veteran Affirmations, which is an affirmation every day of the year for veterans, written with military culture, values, and creeds. I have found affirmations to be very powerful in my own healing journey, and no resource existed for veteran affirmations. So kind of like my first book, Combat to College, I created one. And as veterans, we have a tendency to just like dark humor, sarcasm, embracing the suck, negativity. Then I made YouTube videos of veteran affirmations, and I post videos there sporadically. There are good videos there on like PTSD, relationships, self-help stuff for veterans. Then in the same realm, I wrote Brave Little Hearts, which is an affirmation and coloring book for military kids with deployed parents. It has like mazes, journaling, all that good stuff geared towards military kids. I love myself and my hero loves me, and that's colorable. I moved abroad during the pandemic, and that's kind of how I got here. I started spreading the word to other veterans that this higher quality life at a lower cost exists, that healthier food, you can swim in the ocean every day and all that good stuff. And a lot of veterans were interested. A lot of veterans had no idea that you can receive your military benefits and VA benefits abroad, you can get health care abroad, and that all this is possible. I want to make these videos as valuable as possible. I will get into most of the concerns that you have as I go, but the main idea is pretty simple. It's a higher quality life at a lower cost. If you do want to see something specific covered, please let me know. A lot of people ask me about coaching or consulting or whatever when it comes to moving abroad. I don't do any of that, but if you want to talk, the only thing that I would ask that you do, if you want to talk on the phone or Zoom or whatever, is just buy my book, and then I'll be happy to give you my time, which seems reasonable. On my website, I have 2 blogs. 1, a living abroad blog for veterans, and 2, a normal blog where I write about mental health. I also have my book links and my free resources like a student veteran coaching program and writing prompts for veterans if you are interested in telling your own story. I'm doing this because nobody else is. There's a million books out there on like military leadership, and we didn't win the war, either of them. So I'm not sure what those are about, but I'm the only veteran that I know that does what I do, and that's why I think it's important for me to put all of myself into it. So that's enough for the first video. I'll be making more and doing more, and thank you for your service and your sacrifice. All my social media links I'm gonna put down below, and I'd appreciate you following me, liking me, and all that stuff. Like I said, I'm just starting the series, so if you would like to see something covered or expanded on or other perspectives, please let me know, and I'll do my best to make this as informative and valuable as possible for you. Thank you for your service, and God bless.